Hello Bakers, today we are going to talk a little bit about Unreal 5 and reflections. Today's tutorial is going to go around sphere of reflections and also what are the settings and what are the impacts for both mobile and PC. First, let's start how we can add such sphere of reflection and what options we have inside Unreal. If we go to add and then we go to visual effects, we can see that there's sphere and box reflection captures. Except the shape of the volume, pretty much all the settings are going to be similar. In our case, we're going to use sphere. And once we have this in our scene, the first thing that we want to make sure what is set it up as a parameter is going to be the radius. The radius is the zone that our reflection sphere is going to affect our scene. And it's important because if you have assets that, for example, you don't have really any sort of reflections, this might be because they're either outside that radius or maybe you are missing a reflection capture. Second thing is, do we want to use the scene as what's displayed in our reflections or a specific cube map? Specific cube map can be an HDR or some other cube map that we created, either from a custom scene or it can be just plain color. In my case, you can see that I have cube map selected and also I have one of the skyboxes in here. So this is what's going to be shown in the reflections. And last but not least is the brightness. This is going to adjust how bright are the reflections visible. I mentioned that I'm going to talk a little bit about mobile and PC, and here is one of the big differences. If you're developing for PC, your reflections are going to blend a lot smoother and a lot better, so this is going to have a very subtle change. But if I go to settings and then change my preview platform to Android OpenGL, now if I disable the brightness, you can see here on this asset that it became quite dark. And of course, if we put it, let's say on 10, and you can see that the reflections have huge impact on our assets. So if you have the issue where your assets are very plain looking, maybe it's your reflection capture. Thank you for joining. Subscribe and follow for more game development tutorials. See you next time.